Hello! Bear with me 2 secs. As always, I'm terribly disorganized and just posting everything now. Da, 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 da. Yeah, there may have been a weird like little blip just then because I didn't realise I didn't plug my webcam in. Yay! Hello! Thank you for joining me. Again, this is a really like impromptu. Oh, hello! That was really quick. Really. Yeah, this is a really quick one. I'm only going to be on for about an hour or so. I skipped last week because life's been crazy. But yeah, and I'm not wearing glasses. Yeah. I got contact lenses in and one of them is different. Like one of them, the prescription is really bad. So that's going to be fun. And yeah, and also I'm trying to put on music in the background to let me know if it's a little bit too loud or whatever. But yeah, how have things been? How have you been? It's been like 2 weeks. But I've been super busy. I mentioned it on my Kickstarter. I've had a few issues, like with, you know, going to the doctor and stuff, but it's all alright. And yeah, so I'm finally getting back into actually drawing, which is great. But yeah, so I'm going to be doing some line art today, something a bit easy, nothing too crazy. And if you have any questions or anything you want to chat about, tell me about your day. Hi, Nick! The reason I was a little bit late is that my mum's just had a knee operation, so I'm helping her like move and like make tea and stuff. And we watched Game of Thrones, so sorry. I can't. I have no regrets. I'm really. Oh my god, this week's episode is amazing. It's like, you know, when like different characters will come together, and it's like, oh, you guys are gonna be such good friends. Oh, please don't kill each other. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Oh, thank you. It's actually a guy's Pokemon top. I got it in Primark. So yeah. But I don't know if you can hear the music. I've got Run the Jewels on now. But because I don't want to make it too loud so that YouTube doesn't flag it. But if you want me to turn it up or turn it down, let me know. But, yeah, my phone used to do that. I think it's in settings. You can turn everything off. But yeah. I'm gonna scroll this down so I'm not looking at my face. Yeah, shit, man. We're on like series 7. That's crazy. And it's getting to the point where you're like, who was that? I don't know. Primani. It's Primani. And I know that like it's a really Cardiffian thing to say Primark. It's always gonna be Primark to me. Sorry. Alright. But yeah, did you guys have a good weekend? I pretty much just drew all weekend, and then I think my mum came back on Saturday. So, mix his nose right. Yeah, can you hear that at all? I'm gonna turn it up a teeny weeny. It's really embarrassing. Yeah, it looks really weird. I haven't worn contacts in so long. Don't know. My eyes look really weird. Yeah, I really enjoyed the first book. The first book is great. I read quite a few of them actually. I think I read up to Dance with Dragons Part 1. And it was just so frustrating. Just, there's so many characters in it that the ones that you really, really, really want to find out what happens to them, he just never gets around to them. You're always stuck on the fucking Iron Islands. Which actually in the series I quite like the Iron Islands, they're alright. But yeah. In the book I really, really don't care. Really don't care. Just, you know. I think Asha. Is it Asha? Something different in the series, isn't it? She's got a different name, she has. She's a lot more boring in the books. So yeah, this is going to be a bit of a test with this music. See whether we get flagged or what. I think because it's live and I'm talking over it, it should be okay. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. If I get in trouble, it's not the end of the world. I'll just take the video down. It's not monetized. We're good. Yeah, like, you know, I'm vaguely interested in, yeah, I don't know. I think for me, the ones that I'm least interested in is Bran. I really just don't care. That whole thing with the three-eyed raven. Don't give a shit. Yes, you're nice. Yeah, just really bad. And I'm also coming to the conclusion. I rewatched all of. I'm discovering unpopular opinions. I'm discovering I really prefer The Hobbit to Lord of the Rings. I don't know. I think it's just the elves. I just find them so cringy. I don't know. But apparently I said this to one of my friends at a wedding I was at a couple of weeks ago, and he was just like, what? You know that's wrong, right? You know that's the wrong opinion. Hey, Bran Flakes! Yeah. There's a really good tweet where they put screenshots of Bran next to Jaden Smith tweets. That was pretty great. It fit fucking perfectly. Ah. Which, yeah. You know. Have you ever looked at trees? They're quite... You should sometime. They look beautiful. And there's Bran's face just like... It's the problem when you have a character that's essentially, you know... Sorry to anyone who hasn't watched it, but we're literally like... This was last season. I don't know, should I say? Yeah, fuck it. When you have a character that's literally like had most of their personality wiped out, and it's like, no, it's because of magic. And it's like, yeah, it doesn't really matter if it's because of magic or what. Just fucking dull to watch, right? But yeah. So yeah, I'm really happy to be getting back to work. It's really frustrating when, because yeah, just when you don't feel, when you feel well enough to give a shit that you can't work. Do you know what I mean? Because when you're really, you know when you're really, really ill, because you're happy to just sit around and not do anything. When you're like, just on the cusp of being able to work, but you can't, it's just fucking frustrating. I just, ugh. Ah. So yeah, I'm bad. On a super horrible diet. Well, I should be on a super horrible diet. I'm trying my best to get into it. Yeah, for sure. I think with The Hobbit, like, you're right, like, Ailey, that if everyone watching who isn't watching it live and can't see the comments, Ailey says that The Hobbit films, too much disparity with the book, it just grinds my gears a bit too much. Yeah, I see that, especially when it gets to the later ones. Like, I guess when I say I really like it, it's mainly the first one that I like, and just because Martin Freeman's so great. But, because it really shouldn't have been 3 films. It really shouldn't have. But then I just think that things like Lord of the Rings are just dated a little bit, which is crazy because when you think about it, how old are they? About 12 years old? Doesn't feel like it should have done, but yeah. Yeah, I still like them. Just... Oh, this next song's a bit grim. Skip this. Skippity skip skip. And so this is annoying. This one, yes. Yeah, it's jovial. Jovial is the word. When they're singing with all their pots and pans, and yeah, it's sweet. And I just like it when, I think this is why I really like it, is because when they go to is it Rivendell where they go? Yeah. And they're all just sitting around going, I want chips, and listening to this really like, it's basically how I felt watching Lord of the Rings. Like, oh, it's fucking elves. I'm really excited to get on to if I ever do a second, because I've written all of this story arc for MPCT. If I ever do more, I want to get more into Oz's stuff, because I have a lot to say about how shit elves are. Not shit, just, you know, a little bit haughty and racist, but... Oh, really? Oh, I have to check it out. Because that's the thing, I never really got into reading it. I've tried to read it a couple of times, but... Yes! The Lego! Oh, I have Gandalf's cart behind me somewhere. Oh, hold on. I also have Gandalf riding an at. Yay! Let me see if it's working. So cute. And I also have... Yeah, fucking love Lego. I went through a phase of well, everyone, I say that like that's a weird thing, it's not at all. But, you know, I went through a phase of getting all the, Star Wars, the $8.99 minifig sets. And so I've got quite a few. So that's the thing, everyone watched like the Lego movie when they were talking about the master builders. You're like, yeah, master builders, you don't stick to the set, you do your own thing. And then you get a set and it's like, right, has to be perfect. Sorry, you just stick to the instructions so bad. I'm already hating drawing Nix's hair, and I'm only like one issue in of including Nix. Maybe I will tie it back. Yeah, I'm just going to keep it a short one this week, I think, just to keep updating. So I realise I've neglected this YouTube channel a little bit. Yeah, because also I haven't really been doing anything fun. I don't have much to talk about. Like I'm going to True Believers this weekend. Should be fun on Sunday, and also it's D&D again on Saturday. Yay! And that should be great. But yeah, because yeah, just a bit of a shitter a couple of weeks, but it's all right. Trying to think of names for Nyx's cuddly bear she's holding. I think Mr. Bobo, because I am wearing Mr. Burns socks, so I think it's gonna be Mr. Bobo. Oh wow! Nick just said he bought a Man of Steel Lego. Yeah, because what? Wow, like I can't imagine the sets being very fun for that. It's always really, that's the thing about role playing, is that it's just so hard to get everyone together. Me. Yes. I much prefer like goofy role playing sessions. There's a small set. What was it then? What was the Man of Steel Lego set? Was it him talking about? Wait, I saw that film and I have no memory of it. I know he killed lots of people, and there was a weird bit with like Amy Adams in the bath. Is that right? Is that the one? Like, yeah. I have for ages been saying, oh, I just don't give a shit about superhero films anymore. But, no, it's all the trailer for Justice League. I'm not holding my breath for it to be good or anything, but yeah, I could quite happily watch that. Looks alright. For me, it's a little bit too Suicide Squad-y, that trailer. So. It's all about the minifigs though, isn't it? Like, when you get a set, it's like, if it's a shit set, you just get like a crappy car or something. If it's got Zod and Superman, that's pretty much all you want, right? You don't really want the Amy Adams one. Because that's why I like the the Star Wars sets. Because I got a little Han Solo and lots of stormtroopers and stuff. And yeah, oh god, there's always one line that I can't fucking draw right. Oh, the Turtles one. Oh, that was so cute! Oh! So Ailey is doing a Fallout RPG session. For everyone who can't see the comments, she's doing a Fallout RPG session this week because of work. And she's playing a robot in a kilt that's convinced it's a Scotsman. Oh, I love Kate Tempest, but this is a bit too intense for a stream. Let's do this one. See, this is the kind of crap I listen to when I'm drawing by myself. Right. But, Anna was so... I hope she... If Anna's watching, I'm sorry. I hope this wasn't a secret thing. She was so proud of herself. We're starting this mini session. Just, like, there's just 3 of us playing. And it's an adventurers guild. And I'm playing a really, really goofy half-orc named Runt, who's a bard. And basically his whole thing is that he's a bit lonely and he just wants to make friends. That's his whole thing. I can show you him as well. I drew him a little thing. Open. Open. There he is. There he is. There's Runt. Hey. But yeah, she was so proud of herself. Because the big thing was that he was like running around asking people what their favourite well, I say he was. I was making him run around and ask people what their favourite colours were. And it turns out that all the like quest givers were based on the Ninja Turtles. It was so much work into it. It took me forever to get it as well, and I was like, oh, that's really adorable. Yeah. I'm always a bit shy talking to a GM about... Oh, why is this breaking up so much? About, like, backstories and stuff. Because I'm always like, okay, so, here's this massive, intense story I've written. Sorry. Oh god. Is that okay? I get a little bit too invested. I guess it's just like playing any kind of game like that with creative people. I'm just gonna take it and run with it. That's half the fun though. You know. Can't all go right. So I do have a little bit of news actually. So at True Believers on Sunday, which is in Gloucester, I'm going to be doing a talk with one of the Etherington brothers and Nick Prolix. And I was just a little bit like, okay, so why do you want me to talk? Like, I don't know, it's one of those things. And I had someone else ask me at, for LSCC, I'm doing another talk as well. So, well, I say another talk, I mean a panel. I'm on a panel. And they approached me, and I was a bit like, it's like the reverse of like, do you know who I am? It was kind of like, you know that I'm no one, right? Like, what? Yeah, I'm on, it's a panel about creating stories. So it's with, and this is at True Believers on Sunday in Gloucester. And it's, oh, this music, fucking hell. Yeah, so it's at True Believers in Gloucester on Sunday. I think we're on a panel at about 1 o'clock. It should be really fun. It's with Nick Prolix and I think Robin Etherington. So yeah, it should be really good. And then after that, I've just been asked to go on another panel. I'm not 100% who the guests are though. I need to double check. Paul Gravett is one of them though, and I was just a little bit like. I don't know. I think I'm starting to. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Oh, yeah, that's the thing. I replied when they emailed me. I was kind of like, if you think that I can add anything to the discussion, then I'd love to be involved. Because I'm just like, I don't know. Yeah. It's that imposter syndrome kicking up like a son of a bitch. Poor Mr. Bobo, he gets ripped to shit in this scene. Nix gets really mad and rips him. Oh, Mr. Bobo! And for the LSCC one as well, we got to talk for about 2 minutes. I'm kinda nervous. Like, I'm gonna write a little speechy. I'm alright, as you can probably tell. I'm amazing at talking in public. But anything with the script, and I freak the fuck out. That's why my Kickstarter video was so crap. Oh, did you see as well? Sian sent me her drawing of Oz for the Kickstarter. You see if it's still on my desktop. Uh-oh, I clicked on something and everything's frozen. Uh-oh. Let me see, actually, I've got Rug open. I should open in here if it's here. Yeah! Oh my god, I fell in love with it. Because she sent it to me on Facebook. Like, is this okay? Oh, it's so good! It's so beautiful. Because, obviously, she's my bro, and I was good, I love her stuff anyway, but I saw she's doing, as an exercise, she's drawing lots of Welsh gods as like tarot cards. It's so beautiful. I was like, oh my god, if you do anything like that, I'll be really happy. And it's just, yeah, it's beautiful. I might make it my phone background. That'd be lovely. Yeah, it does. It reminds me of stained glass. So nice. I think that's what I'm really happy about, is that like this artwork, like we've had Faye and Sian who sent theirs finished, and I think Anna's next, but everyone's art is quite different, and I think that's what I really like about it, about the artists I got. They're all really good and really nice. They make great work, and they're all different. So I remember like when I was younger doing like drawings of other people's characters or like fan art and stuff, and sometimes people would be really surprised, like, oh, you've done it, wow, you've done it in your style, that's really impressive. And I was a bit like, that's kind of the point, isn't it? I'm not good at it. You're just gonna ape everybody else's style, what the fuck's the point? But yeah, oh, it's so good, man. She's great though, like she's just started a Patreon as well in the past month. Hi Joshua! I just showed off Sian Jefferson's drawing of Oz. Yay! He's so good! But yeah, she's just started doing a Patreon for her diary comics, and her diary comics is about her it's about anxiety and like her life as an artist and her kitty cats, but everyone is an animal in it, which is really cute. So she's a cat, her boyfriend is a dog, Anna is a polar bear, and I'm a goat. which is really cute. I've got like little horns. And yeah, after the Oxford incident, I think I earned the goat persona. Basically, we were in a horrible hostel, and someone was snoring super bad at like 4 in the morning, and I sat up and was very British about it. It was great. Excuse me, do you mind? Some people have to work tomorrow and you're snoring awfully loud. Okay, thank you. Good night, good night. It was great. And like I just kind of sat up, I was lying there enraged, and I just kind of went, excuse me, and sat up. Yeah. It was awful at the time. I actually had a little mini panic attack, but afterwards it was fucking hilarious. Oh, this music is terrible. Let me see if I can find something nicer. I say nicer, but I'm just gonna put this on, right? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and then apparently tomorrow the MCM tickets go on sale for MCM London. So if you guys are planning on getting, I say tickets, I mean Comic Village tables. So if you guys are planning on getting tables, 8 o'clock on the Comic Village website, get on there with an actual computer, not on your phone, and whoa, what the fuck? Sorry, something really weird happened on my computer. What was that? Okay, that was really strange. I'm gonna keep an eye on that. Hold on a sec. So yeah, I was just saying, yeah, if you're planning on getting tickets for tables for Comic Village for MCM London, I would make sure you're on a proper computer tomorrow at 8 PM and go on the Comic Village website. Yeah, it's really good. That was really weird. Just my command prompt window just opened for no reason. I get really paranoid about stuff like this. I've had nightmares about getting a virus before. Quite sad, aren't I? Oh, okay. I'm fine. I think I'm fine. I think we're good. Yeah. Whew! Yeah, I've actually had like, you know, some people have, if you talk about your most common nightmares, mine has always been really fucking mundane, and it's just getting a virus. That's it. I had a virus once, which literally, I was watching my computer. I think I was trying to be a bit cheeky and download Ni no Kuni on my DS. Get a translated version, and I went on a website that just gave me the worst virus. It was terrible. And I was looking at my desktop, and icons for porn were appearing on my desktop. I was like, ah! It's so bad. Literally just screaming. Really struggling with this woman's hair. I don't know what it's doing. It just is. I don't know. I don't know. It's just hair. Who gives a crap? She's not even a recurring character. She's only going to be in this for like 2 seconds. She might possibly get frozen today. Do you know what? I had one a couple of weeks ago that was literally me just working like this. The only difference was a lovely cat came and sat on my lap, and I sat there and stroked the cat's head and went, "Oh, I like cats." And that was my whole dream. It's great. And ever since then, I've been like, yeah, cats are great. That one in my dream was lush. Yeah, I apologise for my taste in music, but I have no regrets. I like angry music. Quite good timing actually, because the I say good timing, horrible timing. No, I'm not gonna finish what I was gonna say. Because yeah, awkward timing, bad timing. I don't know, but this talk that's on that's LSEC is about identities, and I think that's going to be quite interesting at the moment. If you're talking about like diversity, I don't know, in comics, such a massive thing. I don't know how to even start writing a speech. I've written something and it's really bad. I have to go back over it. Yeah. It's really annoying when you have a dream and you're angry at someone and then you can't legitimately be angry at them in real life. That's quite annoying. But the few times I've had it, it's always been with someone who's quite annoying. And it's like, you've done nothing to warrant my rage, but you're quite an annoying person. Subconsciously, you've done something to warrant an argument. Intense reporter face. My chin is sticking out like a bitch. Hey kids. Alright, skip this bit. What to tell who pisses you off. Yeah, so like, I don't know where to start. Like, it's such a big topic. And I have lots of opinions. I'm just, I don't know. Thought about maybe telling that funny story about the guy who tried to explain my period to me, but I've told that story quite a lot. And, you know, yeah. So it's quite lucky actually, it was pissing down before I started streaming. That's my excuse why I'm late, because it was pissing down. Not that I was watching Game of Thrones and cooking tea and... Because I'm in an attic space, I haven't actually recorded when it's been really, really pissing it down, and there's a window right above my computer. So, yeah, I don't know. It might be super, super loud. Unfortunately, I couldn't make it to the Geeky Minds convention either because of yeah, just health stuff. Because yeah. But yeah, which is a shame. But I heard that it was good. It was a good 16. You know, it wasn't a massive like footfall, but they went well over their their goals for who they invite, who, you know, from ticket sales, which is really good because the whole thing was for charity. And I think Patrick, the guy who organises it, I think he's thinking about doing it again next year, which would be very good because I will definitely make my way there. What am I trying to say? Make sure I go. Make sure. Mark it in my diary now. My brain is still fucking frazzled. But yeah. Yeah, and I just trying to think about this as I've done. Oh, we watched so I watched Game of Thrones with my mum, right? I mean, the latest episodes haven't been quite so bad, but there were some that I was just like, but my dad, I've just introduced Rick and Morty to him. Why? Why though? He really, really enjoys it. I'm just like watching it like, oh my god. Like there's that one with the when Morty buys the sex robot, and I was just like oh really, Ailey? What has rain ruined your recording sessions too? This hand looks terrible. It's a claw hand. And I should feel bad. Whatever. She's writing or some shit. It's mysterious. Game of Thrones is mysterious though. To be fair, that's a pretty good descriptor for Game of Thrones though. Especially with all the like the raven, the one-eyed raven shit. That's fucking mysterious. But when I was at that wedding a few weeks ago, I was talking to someone. I've never seen, I think I've seen about the same amount of Poldark. And I did the same thing. I was talking to this girl, she loves Poldark, and we were talking about it. And I was saying, well, I just see about 10 minutes when I walk in and out with my mum watching it. And it's just literally like someone, it's usually someone in a kitchen kneading bread and going, oh, missus, that Poldark, he's no good for you. And that's pretty much it. Like, that's what she was like, yeah, that's pretty much the entire series. And then there's like Poldark himself standing on a boat and looking like broody. And then she's getting really mad at the fact she loves him, but he's pissing her off. Like, that's the whole of Poldark, right? Am I missing anything? Oh, poor Mr. Bear. Poor Mr. Bobo. This is when he starts getting... Really? Well, isn't the new book, the new Game of Thrones book, isn't it delayed by something ridiculous? Like, well, not delayed, he just hasn't, there's been a gap of about 17 years or something ridiculous? Like, it's been, people have been waiting for the new book for ages. But, yeah. I just felt a bit betrayed by the books because it just took forever. He's no good, that Poldark. He's no good for you, missus. And they're always kneading bread, kneading dough for bread, going, ooh, and smacking it on the table, and she's sitting there going, and then getting mad, and then getting upset, and then getting mad. And that's like the whole of Poldark, right? And then at one point he goes to France. Are you the types of people as well? Because I've got into trouble for this before. Do you talk when you're watching telly? Or is that a no-no? Because I don't know, I quite like a chat if it's nothing, you know, if you're not going to miss anything. Like, don't talk over people's dialogue, obviously. And if it's like a really intense, dramatic moment. Well, like, I've been to see films before and people are just like, that was good, wasn't it? Anyway, what's for tea? It's like, I want to talk about it. What did you think about this bit? Maybe I'm just chatty. Win. Come on. Everybody's doing it. Oh, really? Do they talk over stuff, though? Because I think you want to measure it well. Yeah. Because that's the thing, like... Because every now and then we're stuck for stuff to watch, so I put on something shit like Catfish or something, and we just talk over the top of Catfish, because really, there's, you know, it's not like there's much nuance to it, like, fucking hell, like, oh, it is, they are who they say they are, great, oh, no, they're not, oh, look, they're shouting and arguing, oh, you know. But if it's like, and the identity of John's parents are... You know, and then people talk over it. That's quite annoying. You know, you gotta judge your moments, right? Oh my god. Oh my god. Why is he doing that? Yeah, there are people that saying that. There are people that do that. Like we'll go see a film or something, and you know, someone will do something that they don't have the answer. You know, that's a bit strange. Like, why is he doing that then? Oh, and you're like. Just wait. Just wait. That's really weird. I sometimes think that. Like, you know. Especially when you go see something that's really, like, action heavy. And you come out feeling like a fucking superhero. Sorry, I'm swearing a lot recently. Just bit up and down. A couple of weeks and it's made me sweary. Sorry. Fucking shitting fuck. But yeah, I thought that was just me being weird. Oh, Mr. Bobo. I have a sea legs on because I like sea legs. It's my fave. I actually got oh, I did go to the cinema. What did I go see? I went to go see Planet of the Apes. Yeah, I have done something. The War for the Planet of the Apes, which I was totally not bothered about seeing. It was quite good, actually. Quite enjoyed it. Poor Caesar. I thought the ending was a bit pat, but you know, it was good. It's a good, like, what everyone's saying about it being kind of like a western, and then like a breakout thing, jailbreak, and then a war film. Is just, yeah, it's great. It's like it's all of those things, and a good example of all of them, which is pretty fucking impressive. But yeah, but one of the trailers before it was Blade Runner 45? Is it Blade Runner 45? And I'm sorry, the Blade Runner 45. Oh, 2049! That's the one. I don't even know what the fuck I'm talking about. But yeah, Blade Runner 2049 gets me really, really angry. It really, really does. It just. I understand some people are excited, and I hate pissing on other people's excitement for geeky stuff. That's why I don't speak up about, like, not particularly liking Doctor Who, or, you know, not a big superhero fan, or, you know, just if you don't like stuff, it doesn't matter, like, other people do, let them enjoy it, whatever. But I just can't. I love the original so much, and it's just, and I know everyone's like, just wait and see, they'll probably explain it. I'm just like, nope. Like, they're just aping the original. The whole point of the original sorry, I'm gonna have a bit of a rant now. The whole point of the original is supposed to be the fragility of life and the fact that, you know, you've burnt so very, very brightly, Roy, and all that stuff, you know, and the fact the whole idea of a sequel goes against the entire idea of the film. Just, he's supposed to be a replicant! Doesn't make sense! Doesn't make sense! He's a replicant! He's a fucking replicant. Why? And just Ridley Scott has upset me quite a few times in the past couple of years. Just, you know, Prometheus. And I did see the new Aliens film, though, at Glastonbury. I didn't think it was that bad. That was that hilarious bit with, is it Adam? Is his name Adam? David. There's a bit when David meets another android, and the other android's trying to teach him about music, and he gives him a flute, and he says, he gives him a recorder. He goes, just take this recorder, you blow and I'll do the fingering. And just in a tent full of half drunk people, you can't really say that. I'm breaking into peals of laughter. And I'm pretty sure it was done, you know, wasn't meant to be funny. But see, this is why I'm supposed to have guests on, because otherwise it's just, I just talk about shit. Shit. Yeah, very upset by, I don't know, I think some things shouldn't be remade. Especially when it looks exactly like the original, just kinda not as good. You know. Shit, is my brush even the right size? That would be hilarious if it's not. No, it is. So yeah, after, I keep forgetting about Nottingham Comic Con as well. Like, in October. So I was like, oh, I've got about 3 cons left this year. True Believers, LSCC, 4. True Believers, LSCC, MCM London, Thought Bubble, and then that's it. Hooray! Oh shit, Nottingham as well. Oh god. It's a good thing I'm getting my Kickstarter order in, so I'm gonna have lots of comics. Otherwise, I'll get in trouble. Poor Mr. Bobo. Oh, don't do that. Why would you do that? That's a really stupid thing to do. Why would you rub that out, you knobbit? I always leave the bits that I hate till last. Yeah, I'm really excited. So I'm currently part of 2. One Pathfinder, one D&D group. Both DM'd by Anna. Just, really into it. It's really upsetting when you can't be up for ages. I just wanna stab things. As a roguey elfie. Or sing at things. So yeah, sorry this is so late notice, and it's not very exciting. I'm just doing liner. As I said, things have been a bit up and down these past couple of weeks. And just, yeah. I just get really angry when I get ill now. So basically, like, I went in for a scan, and you know, it's one of those things where I was like, do I want to know? Do I want to know what this is? And basically everything was okay, and they found out what it was. But now that I'm not frightened that it's anything scary, I'm just really, like, angry. Like, really, really angry that when it stops me from doing stuff. Like, really fucking angry. Like, poor Anna and Sean. I'll just message her and be like, I'm a strong, independent woman. I don't need this shit. Yeah. Ugh, his face. I can always tell what mood I'm in when I sketch something out. I was not. Speaking of being angry, I was probably not in a great frame of mind when I sketched this lately up. So this is NYX's Key A. She is called Seiko. When I drew her, I realised that actually her outfit that I've designed was a little bit too uniformy. I might have to scruff it up a bit. Just gonna double check that this is all working. So yeah, it's just been really bad timing. And it's awkward because everyone's like, oh, I hope you're better now. And it's like, yeah? Question mark? I am. It's just have to keep watching what I eat and trying to find solutions. And just so fucking bored of it. So fucking bored. It's making me sweary. But I was wondering as well if you guys had any recommendations for turn this off. If you guys had any recommendations for stuff to listen to, like podcasts and things, because currently I'm still binging on Critical Role, but obviously at some point that's gonna run out. So yeah, what are you listening to? I really like true crime stuff. Like, I really liked Serial when it was on, and Making a Murderer and that kind of thing. But yeah, obviously true crime, as long as it's not too bloody. Like, you know, stuff that's about like criminal process and things more than, you know, gory serial killers and shit. You know. Oh, here we go. Now we can test out what it sounds like when it rains. Yay! It's raining! Cleaned up as well. If you follow me, so I have a Patreon, if you guys didn't know. Link is in the description. But I'm gonna post up there soon because I spent a lot of this weekend cleaning up issue 2. Oh my god, I made so many mistakes because I'm getting another. Obviously, I'm getting a big print run when the Kickstarter money comes through. And also I'm getting like a little stopgap order of stuff, so I had to clean up stuff and change colours. So yeah, there's nothing. I hate spending so much time going over old art. Well, not old artwork, it's not that old, but just oh, excuse me. Yeah, that was fun. So I did that for a good day. Ooh. Let me know if the music is too loud again, or if it's distracting, or if you have any requests. I don't know what I could put on. Something good. Do you always feel like people are judging you as soon as you put on your music? I'm sorry. Like, I don't think you can go really that wrong with this, with Songhui Blues. Have you read issue 2 yet? I don't know whether you have. I always think that issue 2s are the hardest. Because that's when you're like, issue 1, you've got the new situation, introducing stuff, it's exciting and fresh and new. And then issue 2 is like, oh, you have to sell it properly. See, that ain't right. That ain't right, that ain't. Yeah, you can't really go wrong with a little bit of Songhui Blues. But yeah, they're a refugee band from Mali. You might not have heard of them. But, you know. Yes, I listen to Yuri on Ice while I'm drawing. Don't judge me. Or like, lots and lots of anime soundtracks usually. Yeah, see what I mean? Seiko is basically wearing a blazer and tie and a little bow on her shirt. And it, here, looks a bit schoolgirly. You haven't read any of it? Ooh! Awesome. So you get little sneaky peeks while I draw it. I think, yeah. It's in, oh, that's another bit of exciting news, I can tell. It is now in Travelling Man as well, the comic book shop, which is really exciting. I think I'm in another smaller one. Sarah, let me see. I think it's like the second shop I've got into, which is exciting. Comics. I think it's just called Amazing Comics or something, or it's really bad. I should have had a. I should have written it down. They had an event a couple of months ago. Yeah, I think a month ago actually. It was like signings, and Vince was there, and I think Gavin was there, and you were there, and you. That's gonna really annoy me. I can't think of what the comic shop's called. Oh, so professional. But anyway, yeah, I'm in that comic book shop. And then I'm also in True Believers in Travelling Man, which is, there's 4 Travelling Man shops all in the north of the UK, and MPCT issue 1 is in all of them. So yay! It's so it's in Leeds, Nottingham, I want to say. Oh, Newcastle, and York and Manchester, I believe, are all of there. stores.
So, yeah, it's really exciting. And that was another one where someone actually approached me and asked for it, rather than I went and asked for it. So, yay.
Again, I was a bit like, are you sure? Are you sure you want mine?
It's really lovely.
Oops. Oh, thank you so much. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm just, yeah, I'm annoyed I had to put it on hold for a little while. Like, working on it, I mean. But, while I was, you know, when I didn't feel that great, I tell a lie actually, I was working, I just wasn't drawing, because drawing I have to be, you know, usually finding fit. What I find easier is the writing part of it, so I sat in bed checking over all my scripts, which is good. I am, yeah, because I was thinking, oh, is there any way I can shorten it a little bit, because I've got a really goofy, cute chapter 5. I don't want to do that next, but no, unfortunately not. I mean, chapter 4 is quite cute, but I really wanted to bring out chapter 5 for Christmas, because it's in a fall and everything. Yeah, thanks. That's what thank you. That's what like most people said, which I thought was really nice, because making that post on Kickstarter was really hard, because, you know, I feel a bit like I was letting everyone down. But yeah, the thing is, I think with doing work like this as well, like, I write to relax, and I draw when drawing is going well, I love it. So it's really, really difficult to switch off, like really difficult, and recognise that this is work, you know. I think I spoke about it on a stream and it didn't really make much sense, but I think I get most of my writing skills, such as they are, because I was a really nervous sleeper when I was a kid. So I used to tell myself a little story as I was drifting off to sleep. And, you know, when you're little, it's based on stuff that you've read, you know, wasn't particularly the most... when I was really little, it would just be really simple. And I remember thinking, you know, it's about princess, or, you know, being a good adventurer, or a pirate, or something, you know. But I just remember a point when it got a lot more complex. So this story would be going on for ages, or like, you know, it would be a different story, like, every night. And then suddenly it was the same story every night, but I'd be improving on it, or I was thinking about it, like, you know, it was becoming a saga, and I was like, right, so where did I leave them off last night? Oh, right, okay. And then, yeah, and there was a bit of a turning point when I remember vividly thinking, hang on. Yeah, it was like, I remember thinking, that character wouldn't do that. That's totally not right for their, not that I had the vocabulary for it, but I'd be like, it's not right for their character arc. They wouldn't be like that. You know, it was weird. I don't know whether, like, you know, what I write is good or what. I don't know. Kind of leave it up to you guys, but, like, I think if I had gained any sophistication through writing, it was just because of that, really. Which is, yeah, pretty crazy. Yeah, I think that's a massive thing, Amy. Like, you know, reading when you're young. So I was a huge reader as well. Like, yeah. Especially when it comes to like editing. What? Sit in bed and write them in their brains. Doesn't everyone do that? I don't know. That's a terrible hand. It's a terrible hand. Her arm looks broken, but I don't have time to fix it. Blah, 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 blah. I'll come back to it another time. But, there's nothing better than when, you know, having a really horrible problem in your plot and fixing it with something else. When you manage to like plug a huge hole. But on the other hand, being ruthless is hard. I remember I wrote a whole scene. I mentioned this on a stream. You probably remember this as well. That's basically saying the same shit over and over again. But yeah, I wrote a whole scene of like Oz and Hani doing Oz's hair. And I was just like, nope, cut that out. It's like, oh. It's just so, I don't know, fan fiction-y. It had to go, but oh, you have to be ruthless. Oh, maybe I'm just weird then. I think Amy's right as well, that like obviously I was reading a lot when I was younger as well, and just kind of feeling my way of what, you know. But yeah, you know, feeling out what feels right in a story and what doesn't. That's why I feel nervous about people asking me to talk, because a lot of the time they're like, where do your ideas come from? How do you structure a good story? What do you do with this? And I'm just like, oh, those are just ghosts. I just had to go and it worked, apparently. Which is a lame answer, apparently. Because I know a lot of people, I wish I was a more structured writer, because I think I would be faster. You know, that whole there's only 7 plots thing and different acts, and because I think I do write in acts, I just kind of do it without thinking. But I don't know. I'm always really conscious of being too instinctual and needing to edit more. But oh wow, so you did NaNoWriMo. That's incredible. I've always wanted to do that, but I never organised enough. What was your novel? What did it end up being? Or was it a script or a... Because I know you don't have to write like a novel, do you? Yeah, I think because I'm currently working on something else at the same time, because I'm crazy. I'm currently working on a horror, like graphic novel, so just 1 volume, while I'm doing issue 3. And just, you know, just working on a pitch at this stage. But yeah, I just thinking about how to structure it and stuff. I just get carried away and just start writing it, you know? Really undisciplined.
Skyfish.
Is it available to read online? Or can you buy it? Is there a store? Do you have a store? I think I might just go with the whole schoolgirl vibe for just, you know, just really pissed off. Are you going to try and finish it this year then? Nice. I never really noticed structured. I don't know. Because I thought watching Planet of the Apes, it was a very traditionally written film, which is actually quite refreshing nowadays. It did feel like a John Ford Western or something, you know, and not just because of the Western-y elements, just like the way it was structured and like the character arcs and stuff. So I get very annoyed when something isn't well researched. That winds me up. Or just, you know, there's that thing when Pixar released all their guide to storytelling. Or it was like different tips for storytelling. And one of them was it doesn't have to be real, it just has to be believable. And that's such a, like, you know, if it doesn't, if people don't sound like they're actually talking, like sometimes you can hear the script when you watch stuff as well. That winds me up. Because one of my favourite series is Happy Valley, and we're rewatching it at the moment. Oh my god, if you haven't seen it before, it's so, so good. And it's just, the dialogue is so real. It's great. I love it. It's about a world where there are giant magical fish instead of a sun and moon. But they've all vanished and the main character has to find out why. Oh, that sounds really good. That's such an interesting idea. Sounds like a fable, you know? Yeah, I found Joss Whedon is dated really, really quickly. Maybe is that an unpopular opinion? I don't know. Because rewatching, I remember watching Firefly when it came out and being like, oh, this is really good, and really enjoying it. And then, yeah, rewatching it recently, and yeah, I don't know, I just had less patience for it than I did before. Fish. I hate sacred space. Yeah. I was really disappointed when he took over Runaways, to be honest. I was really enjoying the that arc of Runaways at the time. And I thought, bloody hell, Joss Whedon's taking over. Great, that's going to be fantastic, right? And it just kind of fizzled out. I don't know. I often get into not an argument, a discussion with my mum, where she thinks that, like most writers, they only have a certain number of books in them, and then they should just stop. Like, you know, that you reach a point when you can't make anything good anymore. All of your ideas have gone. You should just stop. I don't know. I just think you just have to. It just becomes more difficult as you get older and more successful to reinvent yourself. And I think that's what makes people good, is that the constant willingness to change and learn. And I just think, you know, as soon as you stop changing and learning, then you should stop. And people can do that when they're like 25, you know. Just check this is.
Rams, I will
do. Yeah, maybe I'll watch Firefly again. There are some bits to it that I just think are really, really good. No. She's so mad. This scene is just full of mad ladies. Mad, mad, mad. Angry ladies. So I'm going to wrap up fairly early this time. I think I'll just draw this. Also, I do one. I like to draw straight because I'm an artist, apparently. Weirdly, she's coming out a little bit like Cora. I don't know why. I'm just gonna go with it. Lots of elfies in this scene as well. I think that's a really depressing thought as well, that you reach a certain age and suddenly you should just stop for a certain amount of success. I don't know. Nope. I always end up drawing eyebrows that are like mine, and occasionally, like, I went over a page in issue 2 earlier in the weekend, where Hanny had my eyebrows, and Hanny's eyebrows are thick. Hanny's eyebrows are like that. Then Oz's eyebrows are a bit more, because that's like my eyebrows. Don't know. Yeah, they're hard, especially, like, I find it hard to draw eyebrows on people with fairer, with lighter hair. But yeah, just referencing, I suppose. And also, like, thick eyebrows are just really fun to draw though, right? Like, all the people in this have the same eyebrows. I mean, next has got Hikime eyebrows. Or Hikima. Go lie down, Sarah. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Those things. These things. When people shave their eyebrows off and they just have that. And that's where their eyebrows were. But then new eyebrows are up there. Like that. That's it. Iki Mayu. Right? It's so difficult to like emote with no eyebrows though. Like really, really hard. Like I'm finding that with Nyx trying to draw her frowning is really difficult. Like I can draw her kind of going, ah. But I know. Sounds like a fun exercise. I might Photoshop my eyebrows now. I've plucked my eyebrows too much in the middle and they're starting to go that way. I have to be really careful from now on. I don't just have like eyebrows that start there. They grow at weird angles. Wine, wine, wine. Monobrows? Monobrows are a thing. You could just give some people monobrows. Rick and Morty style. No eyebrows apart from if they're monobrows. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a claw hand. She has a claw hand. Cause fuck everything.
Chopped off one of his eyebrows. What, like, just got scissors and chunked into it? Or, like, cut the whole thing, like the skin and everything off? Yarch. I'm gonna listen to My Chemical Romance. Well, I suppose, you know, at least it's just the hair. Yeah, I thought he'd like chop them off, like he had a razor or something, or he had like one of those like a Stanley knife or something. Blah. I'm just gonna use like this.
Boop. Oh, too thick. Nope, nope, too thick. Please, too. Number 8. Boop. Yeah, whatevs.
I'm saying yeah, whatever far too much today. I went to shave my nail off by accident. I think I've told that. This is the stream of me repeating myself. Great! Because I'm short-sighted. I was in the shower. And I like, I put my hand on my leg to like steady myself, so I was shaving my legs. And the razor came up and sliced into my nail. And it's one of those things, it doesn't hurt that much, but just the thought of it grosses you out so much that I just didn't know what to do. It freaked me out. Bled a lot. He sounds like an interesting guy, Ailey. Like that guy in my high school that used to prick stick his mohawk to keep it up. Why would you do that? Again, if you're not reading the chat, apparently Nick says some kid tried to sharpen his finger. Because I mean, that's not even an accident. You just fucking did. Why?
Why would you do that? But why though?
I've had all of my gross out injuries always happened involving my nails, which is great. Oh, I use a bit of it. Yeah. I don't know, it's kind of grossly satisfying though.
And then I did this, and then...
So do you guys have any plans for the week? Anything exciting? Anything not so exciting but kind of interesting? Or anything just not exciting or interesting but you want to share? Oh! I think there was just a little shower earlier. Stop now. It hasn't been super crazy today. This day.
Mr. Bobo. Oh, Mr. Bobo. Ooh, knitting. Nice.
I'd like to learn how to knit. Sorry, bear with me, 2 secs.
I'm recording.
It's okay. The joys of an impromptu live stream. Yeah, I do have like a million bells on my doorknob. So no one can ever sneak up on me. Oh, you've gone off meat. That's bad. What, like all meat? That's, yeah. Out of choice, or? I feel your pain. There's no way in hell I can stick to that crazy ass diet I was talking about on Twitter the other day. No way. But I have stayed off tea for a bit. So if you guys don't know, part of my health thing was I had to, I either have to like sort out my diet or I have to do horrible pills and horrible surgery. So I prefer to sort out my diet. See if that works first. One of the things they advised me to give up was tea. I'll write a fucking comic about tea.
So sad.
But I've got decaf tea and it was fine. Oh, lovely. But the dietary things are basically nothing with hormones in. And it's so difficult to find stuff that doesn't have hormones in. Like, really hard. Because you can't, it's not usually listed. Like, you know, it's basically like, get organic. Guys, just get organic. Oh, wow. Yeah. So my friend Amy is vegan. She has to have acrylic stuff as well. I suppose it's different when it's like vegan, you know, if you're allergic. I don't know. It's kind of different. See, her hair should go this way.
That would be more interesting looking.
Oh no. That's bad. How's that happened? Suddenly in uni, bananas started making me feel sick. No reason. I was eating them like anything because they're so good for you. Like, so good for you. But yeah, for some reason, I was eating one day and I just felt like I was going to be sick. No reason at all.
Maybe if I do this, and then I'll do that.
There's lots of like acrylic alternatives now though, which was good. Yeah, I suppose it'd be difficult with like cotton and stuff, and I don't know, like I guess it's, with some fabrics they always add, it's always a mix of stuff, isn't it? Like just no, cotton would be fine. What am I thinking of? Oh no. Dairy is really hard. I like almond milk. I recommend almond milk if you're going off dairy. I've been doing that this past week. Almond milk. She needs a couple more. Actually, there's lots of, so you're basically going vegan then, Nick. Like, it's quite lucky that there's, because obviously when I hang out with Amy, we always go for vegan food, or we go somewhere that has a vegan option at least. And there are so many options now, you know, it's not as bad as it was. You know, or if you have to find stuff that doesn't have gluten in, or, you know. Yeah, I was doing that the other night because we were going to have a D&D session on Tuesday, but we didn't. Cool story, bro. But yeah, and I was trying to find vegan pizza in the just for something quick and easy. But no, couldn't find any vegan pizza. That was bad. Because I just wasn't looking in the right place. So I'm sure there must be vegan pizza. There's gluten-free pizza. You know, just want to find it where it has fake cheese. Is it the taste of it though? Or like if you had something that tasted like cheese but wasn't, would that make you sick? Or is it literally, you know, what it is? Does that make sense? I'm a writer, everybody! I'm good with words! To me, like, the taste of bananas, like, the smell of bananas makes me feel sick now. Sounds like it could be intolerance, to be fair. I'm gonna put Eerie on Ice again on. To be... It's better to be like, you know, to be fair, when I was younger, I just used to cry when I got into arguments with people. Especially when it's something that you're really passionate about. And I get really upset. But I've gotten a lot more intolerant of other people's bullshit. I was saying this the other day, and I added, as I've got older, and people have laughed, saying, "You're not old." But I mean it in the sense of that I was as a teenager. Like, you know, none of this, "Oh, I can see your point, but," like, I understand you, doesn't mean I'm gonna give way to you in the slightest. You know, if you're intolerant of other people, if you're deliberately callous and cruel, I have no tolerance for you. You know what you're doing lacks empathy. Just know.
Yay, it's pretty much the ink's done. Just gotta draw boxes around this shit.
Nah, I'll just leave that alone. Yeah. Yeah, snoring does enrage me. I had no tolerance for that snoring. No tolerance whatsoever. Oh, and this is all in backwards. See, that's the one nice thing about Nyx's hair. It's a really nice framing device. So I'm going to draw these boxes and then I'm going to stop streaming for tonight.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O.
Her head looks squished and her arm looks terrible, but I'll come back to that. Yeah, I was really bad at conflict when I worked in a shop. As I got, you know, in Disney I was okay, but then you didn't really get many assholes in Disney, I've got to say. The worst was Zavvi, which if you've never heard of Zavvi, it used to be Virgin Megastores. I worked there for quite a while, and I would just, you'd get some people who was, you'd be frightened, you know, that they were going to do something. They were quite scary. But, yeah. Is that too thick? That's too thick.
It's too thick.
Yeah, that's right. Especially like if it's someone that you know, it's always quite difficult to argue with them, I think. My dad's a terrible arguer. He'll change what he's saying halfway through. And in a way that's good because it's made me a lot better at arguing. It's been like training. Like, you know. Ooh. Oh god, yeah, I can imagine. All of my nightmare customer service stories come from Virgin though. Most of them. Like, because when I worked, I say Virgin, I mean Zavvi, because when I worked there, it used to sell porn. That was really bad. So it was about 10 years ago now.
Ah, shit, I hate when that happens.
Yeah, it was about 10 years ago now. And yeah, they sold porn on DVD. And one guy had returned porn, not to me, to like another guy I worked with. And had a pube in it. They returned a DVD and it had a pube in it. It's like, great! This is the kind of classy shit you'll hear on my stream. Yeah. It was unusual. And like, as well, it was kind of like, just get out of my mind. What the fuck you doing? Kinda weird. I've never worked like in a pub or waitressing or anything like that though. I've always done shop work. But I guess like, do you get tips at the pub? Because that's always a major bonus. You know, if it serves food. I don't even want to know that. I don't want to know how that happened. I don't want to know how the views got in there. Or like one thing that got seared into my brain was I was walking past the bit where we saw porn, and it was this couple. This music does not go with what I'm talking about. It was this couple, and they were a bit chatty, but I don't judge people. I was like, yeah, whatever. I was more judging them on their lifestyle choices, in that they had a toddler in the pram. They were looking at porn, all three of them together, good family outing. And the toddler was chewing on their iPhone. Basically, they'd given it its iPhone to play with. They were chewing on it. He had it in his mouth. And the iPhone was playing apple bottom jeans, boots with the fur. And I was like, oh my god, that child is gonna, it doesn't understand, but this is mentally scarring stuff, right? Yeah. Oh, nice.
Sounds classy.
Do you enjoy working there? Because that's a big thing. You could be working anywhere, really. If you enjoy who you work with, it doesn't really matter, does it? Because especially when I worked in Disney, some people would be a bit disparaging. Like, I had one guest come up to me. I was folding t-shirts on a really, really stressful Saturday. And they were like, oh, don't worry, love, it's only retail. You'll be free of here Sunday. And I was like, well, what if this was my full-time job? You don't know me. Like, maybe I really enjoy this. What do you mean? Just because it's not what you deem as a real job doesn't mean it's not for anyone else. Because that was a trap of working in Zavvi. People would go there and work there forever just because it was so nice working there. Yeah, for sure. But I'm glad you enjoy it.
And there we go. That's pretty much that page.
Right, okay, so I finished the lineup for this one. Yeah, I'm not going to bed, I'm carrying on, but I'm probably just not going to be talking through this, and I want to listen to some Critical Role. So, thank you so much for joining me. I'm sorry this was a really ad hoc one. I'm hoping, like, this weekend is True Believers in Gloucester on Sunday, so if you're about in Gloucester, I heartily recommend checking it out. There's some excellent people who are going to be tabling there. And then the weekend after that is LSCC, which I'll be there. It's going to be really fun. Ah, thank you, Ailey. It's just going to be really good, obviously, because it's in London, and yeah, it's in a new location. It's in Angel. I'm not sure exactly where it is, but yeah, that should be good too. But I'm hoping on next week's stream, I'll try and arrange to have a guest. I can't promise anything because obviously I'll be super busy with pages for getting issue 3 out, getting issue 3 ready. So I will try though, and I will see. There's a couple of people who said they were interested. So yeah, but thank you so much for joining me. I hope you have a lovely weekend and a lovely evening, and I will speak to you soon. If I don't see you in the week or speak to you on Twitter or see you about, I will see you on next Monday. Thanks for joining me, guys. Bye.